welcome to my YouTube channel Code with Manish. Today I am going to explain you bubble sort. So let's start the video. First of all, we create a folder so we can store the file in that. So I am creating that. The file name is program. Now open the VS Code. Just open the folder, go to the desktop, program, select that program folder, just open. Inside the program folder, just first create the package. The package name is Manish, and inside the package we create one file which our bubble sort program. So we write the class name is bubble. Bubble sort.java. Okay, let's first of all we write the package name, package Manish, and class name now write the main function package. Now write the main function. From this function only compiler understand that the execution of program start from there. So we first of all write the main function. So main function is public static void main is string args. Now we will create an array, so we can take the input from the user and we store that element into that array. So our array so we first create the array. Now we have to give the array size also. So taking the array size from the user, first we declare one variable array size, and we have to take that array size by using the scanner class. So we can create a scanner class also. By using this scanner class, we can take the input from the user. So we can write here the method sc dot next int. By using this method, we take input and we store that number into that size. And now we have to create that. We just simply print that, enter the size of the array, and that size will show into the terminal. Using the for loop, we store the element in array one by n. Size, whatever the size, the iterator I is till there only iterate the element. Now we taking the input. Let's check that this much program is running or not. Our enter the size is 5. Now I have to put the 5 element like 6, 4, 7, 4, 9. So it's working. Okay. Now we just apply the bubble sort logic and again print that bubble sort program. So first of all we take a for loop. First of all, we store this like in this bubble sort. We arrange the element in ascending order or descending order. I am going to arrange the element in ascending order. So we check if the element at the size 1 is greater than the size at the no sorry in the element at index 1 is greater than the element at index 2 in the array. So we swap that element index 2 into the index 1 position, and then index 1 element into the index 2 position till the array size n. So till the array size. So we just in for loop will go till the size, and for the j loop will go size minus 1, and j loop start from 1 I sorry I plus 1. This is correct. Now create temporary variable. In temp we will store the array of j in this, and in array of j. No, first we check the condition also na. If array of I is greater than array of I plus 1 j sorry in temp. So now we have to create array of j. In array of j we have to put array of j plus 1, and in array of j plus 1 we have to put 10. This is our full logic. Now we will print the full array. From here we will create another k loop. In I plus plus. Now we'll print the whole element also. So here we'll print the element in array each. Using for loop we have to this is our full means. First of all we take the input from the first of all we take the size of the array, then we will by using the I loop we store that element into the array of I, and after taking that input I have write that the element array, and I will print that element also whatever you are giving that to computer. And for after that I have write the logic of I have written that logic of bubble sort algorithm, and then again I have printed the after the sorting. So let's start run the program. If any error is there, so let's check. See, our program has some error. Now you understand that we are printing this one, and this one is bubble sort logic. After the logic we have to print, so we have typing here system dot out dot println array after the sorting each, like that. And after we are printing here, so we just print system dot out dot println So this line will print after the one line. This particular code will skip one line in the behind, means just after one line this sorted array will print like that. Okay, this is a whole logic. Let's run our program and check we are correct or not. So let's start the from here we running. Now first of all enter the size of array. First we have to give size of array, means how much size of the array. So I given the 5. Okay, now we have to put element one by one. So we one thing we'll add here, like after I will add, first of all we add entering the element one by one, 5 element we going to enter in that. So the first element I will enter is 7 9 8 4 6. So we enter element the entered element in array is 7 9 8 4 6, whatever you enter. The sorted after the sorting is 4 6 7 8 9. We can write in this way also, like that. We remove that println, then it will print it this means in horizontal way. And after here I will enter here something like this, dot auto println enter the element one by one. So element will enter one by one. Let's again run the program. Size is 5. So here we have to enter 5. Now element is 8 9 7 5 2 3. See, this one is the element in array is 8 9 7 5 3. After the sorting logic 3 5 7 8 9. So if you want to misarrange in descending order, so we can do here only. We just change this logic only, this much only, and we change in descending order also, like 5 like 7 6 5 4 3. See, 7 6 5 4 3. In here something mistake is here. Let's check, and again I will write the full program. Sorry.